Other local news this hour, it was a most unusual presentation. Poets, painters, musicians, and writers from Kern County addressing the State Water Quality Resources Control Board. This panel of bureaucrats normally grapples with highly technical issues associated with how California captures, consumes, and protects this most precious of natural resources. They are part of a growing grassroots campaign, these artists, known as Bring Back the Kern, to get water flowing again through the city of Bakersfield. There's a legal dispute going on over a pool of water on the Kern River that's unappropriated and up for grabs. Some say it's as much as 50,000 acre-feet, roughly enough to have water in the Kern for 4 or 5 months. Several agriculture water districts want that water. So does the city of Bakersfield, which has promised that if it prevails, that water will be allowed to flow down the river through Bakersfield for the public's benefit before it's banked in the ground. The Water Resources Control Board is tasked with determining if there is indeed any unclaimed water coming from the Kern River watershed, and if so, who should get it. The prospect of having water run through the city has spawned an impressive grassroots campaign called Bring Back the Kern. Members of that group are now regular contributors to public comment periods at water board meetings to make sure that bureaucrats in Sacramento know what the Kern River means to people living in Bakersfield.
We have quite a few speakers today.
At the Water Board's regular meeting held online in early October, some irregular presentations by Bring Back the Kern.
Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink? Nothing flowing in the Kern? What are we to think?
A handful of citizens waxed poetic.
The river is quiet here and almost motionless, drifting into little eddies of anticipation.
And then there was story time. Teresa Adamo and Jennifer Williams-Cordova reading from The Mighty Kern River, their newest installment of the Indy O Indy children's book series.
Splish, splash, spray. Let's follow the mighty Kern River today. Crashing on boulders, rushing through rocks. Up here, the river roars when it talks.
And one of Bakersfield's favorite musicians, Monty Byram, talked about how the Kern River has inspired many a songwriter over the years.
It's a magical place to a lot of people. I just never understood why this is the one town in California that has a river running through it with no water.
Most of the water that flows down the Kern River from the southern Sierra is spoken for, and that's the name of that tune. But if the state determines there is indeed unspoken for water in the Kern, activists with Bring Back the Kern feel the public interest in that water should trump all other bids. Lois Henry is editor and CEO of SanJoaquinValleyWater.org. She's been following this process closely.
I think this group, Bring Back the Kern, has been doing a lot of really effective, creative ideas to raise awareness about the community's desire to have water back in the river on a more regular basis through town. And they've just found some really charming ways to be kind of pushy. And their position is that hey, Water Board, you have got to give account to the public trust doctrine. And the public trust doctrine holds that the state of California owns all natural resources in trust for public use. And they dole those uses out based on most beneficial use. Well, the argument is that the most beneficial use of water, which has always historically in California been farming, industry, and housing, well, now they're saying the most beneficial use could possibly be just to let it run down the river for aesthetics and flora and fauna and recreation and to recharge the groundwater. And that is the public trust that they're going after. So once the public trust genie is out of the bottle, you can't get that back in.